वेलकम टू प्रिंस शॉर्ट एंड हाउस। स्टूडेंट्स में लगभग हर क्लास में जो हमारी क्लास चल रही है बेसिक, इसको हमने नाम दिया बिगिनिंग टू स्पीड। आप जैसे स्पीड पे आ गए हैं, आने वाले हैं 60 पे। हमारी क्लास नंबर 57 है ये। हम पिटमैन सर की ओल्ड कोर्स बुक बोलते हैं, इंस्ट्रक्शंस एंड की, उससे हम दे रहे हैं। हमने 56 नंबर क्लास में जो आपको पीडीएफ दी थी, उस पीडीएफ के बाद की जो एक्सरसाइज है 192, 193 और 194, ये पॉलिटिकल फ्रेजेस की पीडीएफ हमने डाली थी। और इंस्ट्रक्शंस में कहा गया था कि आप उनकी प्रैक्टिस कीजिए, फ्रेजिंग को अच्छी तरह से कीजिए और तभी आप लिख पाएंगे। 60 वर्ड से हम दे रहे हैं, खासकर इसलिए हम दे रहे हैं कि आप जो वर्ड ज्वाइनिंग करनी है और जिस लेवल से आपको लिखना है, आप अभी 60 के लेवल से आप लिख रहे हैं, लेकिन जो वर्ड्स को आपको ज्वाइन करके लिखना है, जो फ्रेजिंग यूज करनी है, उसी से आप स्पीड पे जाओगे। और मेरी इस क्लास को जिनकी स्पीड 120, 100, 80 या उससे अबोव भी है, 120 से अबोव भी है, वो भी लिखेंगे तो कुछ ना कुछ बेनिफिट एक्स्ट्रा सबको मिलेगा। और इस क्लास में जो पीडीएफ डलेगी नेक्स्ट हमारी बैंकिंग एंड स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस, उसकी डलेगी स्टॉक ब्रोकिंग फ्रेजेस। तो प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए हर स्टूडेंट को, चाहे उसकी 140 की स्पीड है, 150, 60 की स्पीड है। जब तक ये फ्रेजिंग अच्छी तरह से नहीं डेली होंगी, आप अच्छी स्पीड के लेवल पे नहीं जा सकते। तो हम डिक्टेशन स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। एक्सरसाइज 192, रेडी? 60 वर्ड्स ए मिनट, स्टार्ट। द right honorable gentleman, the member for Preston, speaking in the House of Commons evening on the proposal to increase the numerical strength of the Army and Navy, referred to the extraordinary growth of the British Empire during the last 50 years. He asserted with much vigor that freedom of trade, freedom of the people, and freedom of the press were the rule in every part of His Majesty's dominions, and he declared that every free trader was bound to give the measure his support. His Majesty's government had given most careful consideration to this matter, and ministers in both houses of parliament were quite unanimous in the conviction that such a measure was necessary for the safeguarding of the vast interest committed to their care. His right honorable friend, the Secretary for War, had shown exactly how the proposed increase would be distributed, and the Chancellor of the Exchequer, the First Lord of the Treasury, and the First Lord of the Admiralty had each advanced weighty reasons for the adoption of the proposal. It was not a party question, and he trusted that the right honorable gentleman, the leader of the opposition, would not attempt to make party capital out of it. It was true as the President of the Board of Trade and the Secretary of State for the Home Department had both candidly admitted there were several minor details of the measure open to amend, but they would no doubt be amended in committee when the chairman of committee would give honorable members and especially the honorable and learned members for bath and opportunity of debating these points. The leader of the opposition took exception to the manner in which the proposal had been brought before the House and declared that sound reasons had not been advanced for its adoption. As leader of the party in opposition, he claimed that fuller discussion should be given to the measure before the government pressed it forward to a division. The Secretary of State for War replied for the government, and the motion was carried by a very large majority. Next, exercise number 193. Topics of considerable interest were discussed at the district conference of the Labour Party. There was much praise for the National Insurance Act. The question of the nationalization of railways in the United Kingdom raised a lengthy and interesting discussion. With regard to proportional representation, it was asserted that it was opposed by party organizers because it would open the way to government by groups which would be contrary to the traditions of the British constitutions. Much objection was taken to the increase in the naval estimates for the current year, and some speakers averred that our plenipotentiaries abroad might do more to check the desire for increased armaments. The condition of the working class in the United States and Germany was given as an argument against tariff reform, while it was argued that the whole question of colonial preference could only be satisfactorily settled by an imperial parliament. Next, exercise number 194. Ready? Start. The Treasury had consented to enlarge the land department. There would be one additional sub-commissioner and 4 assistant sub-commissioners. The Treasury had also sanctioned an additional clerical staff to the number of 11 persons, a matter of great importance and difficulty at the beginning of this work had been the obtaining of suitable land. A great deal of land was expressly excluded by the Act. In some places, there was not enough suitable land for all the applicants, and there were cases in which the only remedy for congestion was the migration of some of the applicants to other parts of Scotland. There were various causes which made rapid progress impossible in the first year, but these would diminish as time went on. He hoped the board would be able to bring into use for smallholders land which now was either not cultivated or not being used to the best advantage. During the past century, a large area of arable cultivation had passed into parliament pasture, and he hoped it would be possible to place many small landholders on land of that kind, a process which would increase the number of men maintained on the soil. As to tier forests, there were two cases in which owners had offered to negotiate for a settlement, and there were several other cases in which negotiations were going on. The question of compensation might make the taking of a small piece of land in the middle of a deer forest an extremely costly business. The first report showed that by the end of the year, subject to the decision of the land court, arrangements had been made to provide for 500 applicants, and since then a great deal of work had been done. Many hundreds of cases were in various stages of development. The board were anxious not only to find land for small holdings but also to assist their successful cultivation by giving the holders opportunities of practical instruction and demonstration of learning the best methods of cultivation, of keeping up the quality of their stock, and by encouraging poultry and everything which would make the small holdings profitable. Cooperation amongst smallholders was making satisfactory progress, and the board were at present in communication with the Scottish banks for the purpose of seeing whether they could offer better credit फैसिलिटीज। स्टॉप स्टूडेंट्स, हमारी क्लास में अभी 91 94 तक डिक्टेशन हो चुकी है। अगली एक्सरसाइज की आप तैयारी कीजिए, पीडीएफ डल जाएगी, और रेगुलर, जैसे मैंने कहा, रेगुलर आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो आपकी स्पीड दिन रात बढ़ेगी। दिन दूनी रात चौगुनी ऐसा बोलते हैं, तो जल्दी बढ़ेगी। और ये बात जो मैं अभी कह रहा हूँ ये मैं अक्सर नहीं कहता, कि आपको अच्छा लगे तो दूसरे ऐसे स्टूडेंट जो शॉर्ट हैंड के बारे में नहीं जानते उन्हें एडवाइस दीजिए, और कैसे इसमें आपको इस सब्जेक्ट में कैसे बच्चा कामयाब हो सकता है वो सब उन लोगों को बताइए, और हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल के बारे में बताइए, और इसको सब्सक्राइब और लाइक कीजिए और से भी कराइए। थैंक यू।